Hi everybody, Gabrielle here. I am back. I'm here to bring you a Divine Feminine reading. Empresses, we have not made an appearance in this reading, but I was led to do this reading for us. So, yeah, there we go. So, some of us are not in our highest vibration. Or this could be just things going on in the environment. As a matter of fact, that's really what this is. Because when I channeled, right, what I asked, it's what's going on collectively for Divine Feminines, right? So this is what's going on. Then I pulled some Wonderland Tarot cards, messages from our higher self. And I pulled the spellcasters out and wanted to know what was hidden, because why not? So overall energy is the Page of Wands and the Nine of Cups. We have the Page of Swords, the Chariot, and the Hierophant. We have the Eight of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Four of Swords. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Paperwork title card. We have the Two of Cups. Interestingly enough, right? Pardon that interruption. I'm to lotion my hands. Interestingly enough, right, when I put down the Wonderland Tarot, first card out is the Page of Swords. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the the Three of Pentacles. We have, for the spellcasters, Knight of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and they're stacked on top of each other, by the way. They came out 1, 2, meaning the 2 threes. And the Five of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Death card. Now, let me see. Bottom of the decks, respectively, we have the King of Wands, Page of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. A lot of repeating cards, y'all. So let me see. There's 7, 7, 7. So triple sevens are out. Cosmic shit, right? Three threes out here. 5 fives out here. Yeah. And I have 2 pages. Like, I don't have a lot of... I have 2 major arcana... No, 3 major arcana. Excuse me. 4. Alright, Divine Feminines. Let's see what's going on. So I'm using the Deviant Tarot. Every once in a while, I'll break these guys out. Let's see. I have 2, 2 out here as well. 2. Right? I see 2, 2 out here. I'm looking at the page skating on thin ice, walking on 2 stilts, 2 wands. That's what made me think a third 2. Anyway. This is interesting, right? Because it's like, in one regard, we have someone... If you hear the radio in the background, it's Pandora Free Radio. I own no rights. Download, enjoy yourself. This is just contradictory. In one sense, it's like we have someone skating across something that looks precarious, right? Like, the ice isn't quite thick enough to support them. But beneath it, it's almost like a fortune cookie. Because if you break it, inside there's a wish. So something that doesn't look right could potentially work out in your favor, is what this feels like to me. It's like there's a need to move quickly. And when I asked Spirit what cards we need to focus on, they pointed out the Chariot, the Four of Swords, the title card. They pointed out the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Pentacles. Hold on, I forget this one. Which one? And the Seven of Wands. So those are the areas of focus for the Divine Feminine. And hopefully I remember, because I want to pull those cards out separately and see what specific messages they have. It almost looks like someone made a wish, right? I know, right? We make so many in a lifetime. But I almost feel like this was immature. Whatever this was, there wasn't a lot of thoughtfulness in it. It's funny, right? Because you have the Page of Wands showing up here, right? And like I said, on the bottom of this deck, we have the King of Wands, right? He's surrounded by children. Could we be dealing with someone with Peter Pan syndrome? So, either this is a selfish wish. It's feeling a little selfish. Or something that was done very hastily. Someone could have also it's almost like a narrow escape as well. Interesting. See how green everything is here? See how fresh everything is here? You have, looks like a young prince sitting on the sand, rubbing a lamp, right? And in his amazement and in their wonder, there is oohs and ahs, and at the same time, it's like I know what this is, y'all. Okay, so this Divine Feminine is probably a fire sign. You made a wish when you were young. There's a bunch of different messages coming through. But somebody made a wish when they were really, really young. Interesting. It looks as though this wish is granted. Cliff notes. That's what it looks like. But let's see. There's also someone who, it's like they asked for something in an immature way. Like, they didn't think big enough when they made this wish. Interesting. Alright, y'all. Let's see where this shit go. That's a lot coming from them two cards. You know how I do. I don't always storyline. Sometimes that's just something special in itself. Just that energy. Fuck, I don't know. It's interesting, right? Because when I put the cards down and I first took a look at them, just outside the energy, what I got was like somebody watching somebody leave a relationship. Like, for real. They've had all they can take and they can't take no more, and they've made a decision to recover from this volatile, it looks like, marriage relationship, contractual obligation. Looks like a marriage, the title word card and 2 of Cups. So this could be this too, with the Page of Wands and the 9 of Cups. Like, when somebody was young, they took action. Like, this is what they wanted, and they took action on it, right? But like I said, I get like this was done hastily. I get like this was done without thinking about the long term. So for some divine feminines out there, yeah, that's your situation. You got married young, is what it looks like. And oh wait. Oh no. Hold on, y'all. There's a lot coming through. Alright, so for the person who made a wish when they were young, right? This is funny. I feel like you met the love of your life when you were fairly young. And you had to watch this person leave. If y'all were kids, they had nothing to do with it. But it's like while they were gone, right? I don't know how long this shit is. But this person got themselves in a commitment. hmm And it's like you had to walk away from this idea. And you decided to just, it's like you had to heal your heart. Because I feel like you fought off relationships. I do. I feel like you've not allowed yourself to get seriously involved. Like you've been able to keep back any sort of real commitment, any sort of real, yeah, real commitment. And I feel like you've been telling stories about why. I don't think you've ever been honest with anyone about why you've never actually found your true love. It's because you found your true love when you were younger. Interesting. But here's an interesting thing, right? I feel like this person that you've been quietly pining and waiting for, praying for. Look at the Hierophant. It's praying. Prayer pose. Knees together. Like it's been worth the wait. Like praying that it's been worth the wait. See how the knees are closed? See the doll baby back there in the pocket? It's interesting. Here's something interesting, right? They pointed out the chariot, four swords, and the paperwork card. So there needs to be some action, or there is action, movement forward on. Wow. I'm sorry, the swords, like, this is jumping out, and it. See how the sword is here? Hmm. I don't know, the music sounded real loud. I don't want any issues, so I turned it off. Wow, this is deep, y'all. This is like, this just went back. This is for this divine feminine. It's like there's some major truth about the blockages in your heart, why you've never had children. And for some, there's some truth being disclosed about a child, or what should have been a child, is what this looks like. Yeah. And if this isn't you and this is the person you're dealing with or you've been waiting for, somebody lost a child. That's so clear. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah. I almost say due to drinking. As I crack a beer. I know, but I'm not pregnant. Look, and I say that because, look, you see the skeleton here in the Two of Cups? And then, look, the reading over here ends with the Death card. See the skeleton? See how this looks like a sickle? Yeah, I feel like somebody probably had a miscarriage. You may or may not even know this, actually. But you're going to find out. That's what this Chariot, Four of Swords, paperwork card is. It's like you need to verify this, if this is resonating with you. Yeah, but for some, there's like, you ain't say shit. Like, you ain't ever had no kids. You ain't really tried to fall in love. You've been in like this dormant fucking state because of this wish. And it's like, I almost get the impression, like I'm looking back at the Page of Wands, right? Like somehow this is the veil. See the palm, the ice? It's like somehow that's the veil. And it's like you had a glimpse. Not even a taste, like not even real contact, but enough of an exchange to keep you focused on this. It's like somehow, some way you caught a glimpse of this reflection, of this shadow. It's a shadow, not even a reflection, it's a shadow. there's some movement towards like major healing, and I feel like you feel this. See how the hair is all lit up? Like you feel it. Like all of this. Oof. I feel like there was a major internal battle. This Two of Swords here. See how it's conjoined? Walking away was not easy. It wasn't. Seeing this cup here? That 8th cup. I kind of want to see what was in that cup that finally made this person walk. What was in that cup that finally made this person walk? 9 of Wands pops out. Backwards. Reversed. I don't have reversals. And even the way I was shuffling, that shit shouldn't even happen. But it did. It's funny, right? The way this card is, I'm looking at all this growth here, right? When you see the fire, this fire jeopardizes this growth. Interesting, right? Because in some senses, you can burn the earth. Like after wildfires, those areas come back much more fertile. But in a relationship, right? Misguided passions can lead to look at this sullen emotional state. Let me turn it right so you can see, because that's what I get. Look how sad and lonely it is in its upright, right? And here it's like there's a potential, the way this wand is burning, for it to just burn straight down, right? And maybe even spur on some new growth. But in this direction, it actually looks much more destructive. It actually looks like it's about to ignite these 8 other wands. So what I see, it's like there's about to be a spark in communication. It's like this fire here is about to be lit across all these wands. Because this state is unnatural to the human spirit. It's unnatural. And so this looks very destructive to me. But I actually want to see something. I don't really check the book often, but I just kind of want to see. Right. See, look. It says, in the reverse, the 9 of Wands, delay insurmountable obstacles, giving up, lack of motivation or willpower. This person, see, I want to know what's going on with this cup, remember? And look at the distance between, and look, not to mention this is a fucking cemetery, right? Who parties with the dead? It's funny because that quote from the Bible from Jesus when he told the bull, let the dead bury their dead. It's been a thing lately. It's been a real thing lately. And it's funny because it's like, I guess this lack of willpower, right? It's like, see, how this person, it's the same person. See, the hair is lit up. Like, ugh, I've had enough. It's interesting, right? Because here we have, see the ribbon? See? At one point in time, this person had a place here. See? Forward. Swords here. See? She's in the grounds, the cemetery. At one point in time, you had a place in this environment. But you don't anymore. It's like you've emerged from this environment. And it's like if you continue to stay there, it's not going to be good. It's like upon realization, you block all of that. Even your own connection to this environment. And you press forward. It's like a grabbing that one cup that remains. It's like, I gotta go. And not even. Like, I'm just looking for a clear path out of here. This person's giving up. Because these people are spiritually dead. That's what it looks like to me. Interesting. You just gotta pour all that love into yourself. This really is a block coming. See the swords? They're down. See, but see the heartbreak is over. See, it's neutralized. There's no more of that. The swords are in the ground. This is also a warning for someone. Keep your legs closed. You're going to end up pregnant. And if that's not what you want, keep your legs closed. Interesting. Temperance is now on the bottom of the deck. Be patient. Be patient. If there's any sort of quarrel over assets, yeah, this looks like no, this still looks like property contracts. I feel like someone's gonna try to use the family, the commitment, meaning the commitment between you and God, to try to keep you in this relationship, to weigh you down, all of this. It's funny because I'm looking at the moons in these cards keep jumping out to me, right? You got the crescent moon in the various stages, and then you have here in the Five of Wands, the full moon. So it's like something's going to be illuminated. And full moon energy is about removal of things, energies, you know, things going away. Excuse me. Yeah, someone's not playing fair. They're not fighting fair. Someone's actually being very savage, very primal. But you're starting to see that. Yeah. So, keep getting these pregnancy messages. Somebody's going to find out they're pregnant. You're going to have to quit drinking. Period. Yeah. This keeps coming up. Sorry. Mm. Okay. So, if you've had unprotected sex in the last 48 hours or so, you should go to the pharmacy if you don't want a baby. Or I think it's 72 hours. And take, I think it's, I keep getting blue. It's blue. It's a blue pill. First I was thinking Viagra, but I'm like, this is Divine Feminine. This is weird. So, I don't know. And then RU486 came up. It's probably Plan B. B for blue. Plan B. Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to have a son. Okay. Mm. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Pollinated flower. Mm. Like Pauly Shore would say. Alright, I want to move on from that. Alright, let's see what's going on and what's hidden. Now, again, I told you a lot of repeating cards, right? The bottom of this deck, the Page of Wands is out here. Okay? So your higher self wants you to know. This is funny, right? It's like It's some divine order saying it's time for your ass to settle down and get serious and stable. It's time to come up with a real plan. Like a real plan. Time to put all your energy and efforts into what brings you joy and happiness. That's where you'll find the most success. Okay, what else you got? Because I had nothing to do with anything else, but this paperwork is jumping out big time, big time, big time. Time. Time for what? Mm. Getting stable is not a game. That's funny. Mm. Stay on the path. Stick to the plan. Stay on the path. Stick to the plan. Fight for what you love. This rabbit's like thrusting this fucking sword. Like, speak from your heart. I also see things might have seemed a little hamster wheelish, but true stability is coming. Like, true stability. You'll be able to take what you've done thus far, this growth in this contained space, to something much more expansive. Don't get distracted. You know, I keep seeing this white rabbit. He appears in all three cards I pull. I can't help but think of the Matrix. And when Neo is trying to get out of the fucking Matrix, but he doesn't know yet that he's trying to get out of the Matrix. He's just trying to figure out what the fuck the Matrix is, right? And he gets this message: follow the white rabbit. The white rabbit took him to a nightclub. No, not a scene. It showed up literally at its door, like it knocked. Right? It was some work somebody was picking up. But at the same time, because he had literally just got this crazy message from fucking Morpheus on the other side, he didn't know that yet. It says, follow the white rabbit. And lo and behold, his client's girlfriend. He's got a fucking rabbit tattooed on her shoulder, right? So all of a sudden, he goes from disinterested to game. And he's off. But he doesn't even know he's off. He was already on the path, but he didn't know he was on the path. But he was getting ready to embark on a much more vivid and tactile comprehension of what the fucking Matrix was and what it was not. He was about to be introduced to the real world. But it was almost like, it's like the bell. You can't unring the fucking bell. But he never regretted it. I don't want to say that. There was times. But he met Trinity, remember? She knew a hell of a lot more than he did. But he was curious. And he was there. And it's like, see here? See the King of Cups? King of Hearts. See the White Rabbit? See the ladder? See the King? It's like there's a plan. And you're following the plan. But right here, I'm pushed to ask the question: is this person a part of the plan? Right? Did Neo know Trinity was a part of the plan, even though Trinity knew Neo was a part of the plan, even though at that point she didn't know what he looked like, right? She met Neo, but it still was unproven if he was the one. It was unproven. Morpheus had a whole lot of fucking faith, right? And that's what I see with this temperance, right? See Archangel Michael back there, like, mixing his ass off. See the Hierophant has wings too. Look. Praying. Interesting. Here we see someone on the ladder of ascension. That's what I see. And then you have this person. This King of Cups, right? See the rabbit, ears up. He's still focused on this plan. He ain't looked to see, like, who the fuck is this nigga, right? But his ears up, like, she's still up there. She's still up there. He's surely trying to get her attention. So Trinity, I have to ask you, is he the one? Is he a part of your path? Look this Knight up. Not Knight. Look at this Page of Wands. I just saw the Knight of Pentacles. Look. See the desert? Is that a path? Or is that a fucking cliff? See how he's higher on that elevation? Got up on that fucking rock. Like, you might want to start asking some motherfucking questions. Right? Go slow. It's time to test the spirit. Yeah. I feel like somebody... Like, look at the Knight. Don't the Knight look shabby? Knight looks shabby, right? It's got a pentacle. Yeah, he's got a pentacle. It's got some homemade armor on. Like a bacon sheet. Or a griddle. Or a serving platter. And I looks scared. Like there's a handle holding his hat up. And this person is making this offer. It's slow. The knight is steady. Especially pentacles, you know what I mean? Motherfucker's on a mule. It's low to the ground. It don't call, it's not flashy. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not flashy. But it gets where it's going. It's just slow. But it's like, there's a need. Actually, judgment is the fucking universe, right? Like, it's like you don't get a say. Judgment says, this is the person you're supposed to be with. And you're going to have to be fucking strong. Or you can look at this and say, it's time to make a big fucking choice, right? It's like the universe is calling your bluff. See they got cards, right? Different suits. It's time to decide. It really is. Because look at even here at the Hierophant. You see the fork in the road? You see the different paths available? It's time to decide which path it's going to be. Which path? You're going to have to consult. Like, you're going to have to meditate. Like, really. You're going to have to really fucking meditate on this. Because it's like, is this person on your path? Or are they not on your path? Is this person the one? Or are they not the one? This hemming and hawing is fucking with some shit. Universe is calling your bluff. But here's the thing. You have a lot of spiritual assistance. A lot. So meditate. And I mean really meditate. Go into hermit mode is what I'm getting. Think long and hard before you make this next choice. Before you make this next act. Before you react. There's also some work that needs to be done. Yeah. There's some inner work that still needs to be done. There's some heartbreak and shit. Things of the past that needs to be let go of. For sure. So you can find your own balance. And inner peace. Alright, now let's see what's being hidden from the divine feminine. Excuse me. Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Seven of Wands, and the Death card. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Cups. There's this Knight of Pentacles again, right? So we got this slow moving energy. Right. Somebody think the divine feminine is slow. Is that so? Really, what it looks like is somebody thinks you slow on the defense. Interesting. I feel like somebody, alright, look, real specific. If you got outdoor plants, look in your pots. Somebody put some shit in your pots. You're going to need to take that out. It's going to be a coin or something. Maybe even a stone you ain't put there. This is to cause you to want to move. So if all of a sudden you twitchy at home and you can't relax and you don't feel right and you can't get work done at home, and all of a sudden you quarreling with people and you defensive and shit and you think people out to get you, it's because of this. It's because somebody fucking with you. They doing shit on the outside. Yeah. And I feel like it's one of your neighbors. Real specific. They put up them banners and holiday flags and all that shit. They put up a good front. It's funny. I just saw this meme. Like, I saw it before. But I guess it's pertinent right now because the meme says, every Friday night I send flowers to Sandra, my neighbor's wife, and I watch from my blinds, them fight over who the hell Tom is. Or something like that, right? Like, somebody's doing this for fun. Like, they got nothing else better to do with their time. Like, look, you might suspect it's one of your neighbors. And I don't do racial profiling, but this brown complexion is sticking out on this squirrel. Like, this person might even be dirty. You know what I mean? Like, they might always be in their yard and shit. Like, you gonna know who this person is. It's okay. You gonna find it. It's already done. And look, on the off chance this person is ever giving you any sort of seeds, anything like that, burn them. You ever heard, like, what's that movie, The Grapes of Wrath? In my mind, before I said grapes, I got the seeds of wrath. So, burn them. If this person's ever giving you anything, throw it in the fire. And I do mean that, not the trash. Light the barbecue grill up this summer. Burn that shit. And then throw them ashes away. I'm being instructed. You're going to have to pray for them. Yeah, this person just wants you to leave. Yeah. You. Yeah. They really have nothing better to do. This is a female. She's single. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's single. And she doing it just because she can. For whatever reason, your presence throws her balance off. Jealous. This person, it's just some top dog shit. That's funny. It's really just some top dog shit. And you not even, you don't give a fuck about none of this. Like, it's okay. This is about to be put a stop. A stop is about to be put to this, is what I'm saying. Mm, mm, mm. And then for some, I don't see the Knight of Pentacles as a delay, but right now I'm getting it as a delay. Only because the Seven of Pentacles is right next to it. And that's like 8 Pentacles right there, right? There's a delay for a reason. Yeah, there's a delay for a reason. Because look, it's like you have the Knight and the 8, right? There's some work being done in the background, right? And then you have the 7 and the 3, so that's 10 of Pentacles, right? So there's like, this is divine timing. Like, God is the reason things are slowed up. Be grateful for that. Because there's something here with this 5 of Swords, right? That needs to be dealt with. And you will, because you got the 7 of Wands right here. Like, there's some spiritual interference. Like, you got people throwing some serious shade. And that has to be put a stop to. Because some of this is why there's a delay in the flow of your money and your work. Yeah, there's money coming in, but it's slow. It's real slow. And it's all because you got some, some people trying to affect your shine. It's like, see how the snow looks like it's trying to encroach. Alright, I gotta wrap this up. The snow's trying to encroach upon the fire. Alright, y'all. I gotta go. My phone's dying. Light and love to you all. Hope you enjoyed the reading. Divine Feminine. Light and love. Once again. Bye.